Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in today's training, we're going to be talking about how to purchase your domain name and hosting. Okay, so now remember in our previous class, I made it clear that without your hosting, your domain name cannot be seen by people. And without your domain name, your websites cannot be found by people, right? So now in this class, I'm going to be showing you guys how to purchase your domain name and how to purchase your hosting account. Okay, so now for this training, I'm going to be telling you how to do it from the same company, right? Then in the next training, I'm going to show you how you can do that from two different companies. That's buying your domain name in one and buying your hosting in a different company, then how to connect it. Okay, so first let me show you guys how to buy both your domain name and hosting from the same company. Now there are lots of hosting companies out there. There are countless hosting companies. You have hosting companies that are based in Nigeria, hosting companies based in UK, US, Russia, so many hosting companies from different parts of the world. Okay, but we're going to be focusing basically on Nigerian hosting company as a group and then foreign hosting companies. Yeah, now there are several Nigerian hosting companies, but the ones that I have used and I have seen that they are good are these ones that I've listed out on my screen. Okay, so you have baseengine.com, you have extrahostpro.net, you have zillionkinghhost.com, you have qserver.ng. Okay, so now all these are Nigerian hosting companies, domain registered hosting companies. Yeah, now what you should take note of is the fact that if you want to get a .com.ng domain name, or you want to get a .ng domain name, that is a .nigeria domain name, you have to get it from a Nigerian company. Okay, so if you go to a foreign hosting company like Namecheap or Bluehost, you're not going to be able to purchase a .ng domain name from them. Why? Because they do not offer that extension. Yeah, so the extensions, different companies offer different extensions, so it all depends on whatever extension that they decide to offer. Yeah, so you also have .gh, which is .ghana, and most Nigerian companies will not give you access to a Ghana as domain extension. So you will still have to go and look for a Ghana hosting company that will give you a .gh domain extension. Yes. So now for foreign domain companies, you have Namecheap, you have NameSilo, you have Lighthost, you have Bluehost, you have Hostingera, you have GenHost. There are countless domain name and hosting companies out there. Okay, so you just have to find the one that suits your payment method and suits your whatever it is that you're looking for in a hosting package, right? So now I'm going to show you how to purchase a domain name and hosting from BaseEngine. Yeah, I'm also going to show you how to purchase your domain name and hosting from, let's say, Namecheap. Okay, so I'm going to do one for a Nigerian hosting company, I'm going to do one for a foreign hosting company. So let's get straight to it. Okay, so basically I am in my BaseEngine website, right? On my BaseEngine website, all I have to do is click on login if I already have an account, or register. Click on register right here. Okay, so for you, you're going to be coming in for the first time, so definitely you need to register first. So you're just going to come here, click on register, and then you can fill in all your details right here. Okay, so basically they're just asking for your first name, last name, email address, and all that. So you fill in all your details. Your postcode, you can actually just put in any number at all, or you go online and you search for postcode for whatever area you are in. Yeah, then you pick your currency. Do you want to pay in USD or do you want to pay in Naira? So if you're in Nigeria, obviously you want to pay in Naira. Yeah, then you put in your password, then you put in your password again and click on register, and that is all. Okay, so I'm just going to log into my account. Good, I'm just going to log into my account right here. Perfect. Now if I'm going to be getting a domain name and hosting, all I have to do is come here, come to domain names right here. You see, now when I come to domain names, I can see my domain names. These are domain names that I have already purchased in BaseEngine. Yeah, Then I can see register a new domain name. That's I'm coming here to buy a new domain name afresh. Then I can see transfer in a domain name. Now transfer in a domain name means I bought my domain name in ExtraHost Pro, but I don't want my domain name to be in ExtraHost Pro anymore. I want to move it to BizEngine. So what do? I transfer in a domain name, okay? But most times you would not need to transfer in a domain name because it doesn't really matter where you purchase. It doesn't really matter where you purchase your domain name. What matters the most is where you're getting your hosting account from, okay? So we're just going to come to register a new domain name. Perfect. Then you're going to scroll down. You're going to see register domain name. Find your new domain name. Enter your name or keywords below to check availability. Now, remember I said domain names are unique IDs. So if I have a domain name called alita.com, someone else cannot buy alita.com. Okay, so what the person will be able to buy is maybe a perversion of alita.com, right? So you see, I actually added double A to be sure that it will be available for me. Now, if I search and they say it's not available, I still have to change it again. Maybe, okay, you can see, okay, alita.com is available and it's actually 23,500 naira. Okay, so now if this is what I'm going to buy, all I have to do is come here and click add to cart. You can see the different domain extensions that this company currently offers. Yeah, you can see .xyz, you can see the amount, you can see .study, you can see .study is 55,000 naira. You see, so not all domain extensions cost the same. You can see .com.ng is just 3.5. I think this is the least. Yeah, you can see .ng is 10,000 naira. You can see .org is 18,000 naira. Okay, so it depends on whatever extension you want to get for your website. Okay, come down here, you can see different extensions. You can see .site. .site is 5,000 naira. Okay, so I'm just going to come here and click on checkout. Yeah. Perfect. So I'm going to click on checkout. Now they're asking me, please review your domain name selections and any add-ons that are available for them. In other words, do you want to add anything else to your purchase? You see, when you go to a shop and you pick, let's say you go to a shop, you just want to buy cereals. You go to a shop, you pick up cornflakes and you say that's what you want to buy. But as you're leaving, you see they put the section for milk close to the section for cornflakes and golden more and the rest. Why? Because whoever buys cornflakes will most likely want to also buy milk. You get, and then you not see maybe Bonvita or Pick Choco right next to where the milk is. Because whoever buys milk, we still want to buy Bonvita or Pick Choco. You get, so it's all a marketing strategy. So once you get one, they're also going to ask you, do you want to add something else to your purchase? Now this they give you for free, so you can just take it or you can leave it on ticked, whichever one. It doesn't really matter. Email forwarding, same thing. It doesn't really matter. It's not something you're actually going to be using. Then if you want to add an hosting account, remember in this video I said I was going to show you how to purchase both your domain name and your hosting from the same domain and hosting company, right? So if you want to add an hosting company, all you have to do is come here and click to add. No hosting, click to add, right? So I can decide to add my hosting right from this place. So I'm going to do that. Perfect. Now it brings me down to the different packages that they have. Now you see this package is a starter package. It's 6,000 naira for 6 months. You see, semi-annual. And then they tell you, they give you add-on domain names, 2 add-on domain names, right? They tell you they give you 2 sub-domain names. Now I'm going to explain in a later video what an add-on domain name is and what a sub-domain name is, okay? Now you see here, they tell you personal. This is a different package. Tells you 3 add-on domain names and it is just for 4.5 quarterly. That is 3 months, 4.5. So whichever one suits the package you want to purchase, you just click on it. So now I'm going to click on order now for this. Perfect. Now they bring me back to this place. Now if you're getting an hosting package, if you're getting an hosting plan, you need a domain name attached to that hosting plan. Okay, all hosting plans need a domain name attached to it. So now they are bringing me back here and they're asking me, do I want to use the domain name that is already in my shopping cart, or do I want to register a new domain name, or do I want to transfer my domain name from another registrar in and use it for this hosting, or will I use my existing domain name and update my server? Now you see, this method is what I'm going to be showing you in my next video, but for this video I'm going to be using the domain name that's already in my shopping cart. Yeah, so I'm going to click on use. Perfect. And you see they give me my total. You see my starter pack is 6,000 naira. My starter pack for the hosting that I created is 6,000 naira. So I'm going to click on continue. Okay, perfect. So they bring me back to my domain name to be sure that I've gotten everything that I want to get. I'm going to click on continue. Perfect. Now this is my general total. You see, 6,000 naira for my shared hosting, 23,500 for my domain name. Yeah. So I'm going to click on checkout. Now they're asking me, do I want to use my current account or do I want to create a new account? So I'm going to be using my current account. But let's say you are buying the domain name and hosting for a client, and the client says they want you to use their own details. They want to be the one in charge of the accounts that you are creating. Then you'll have to create a new account and then use your client's details. Okay. But me, most times I use my own personal details for my clients, and nobody tells me to use my own details. So I'm just going to leave it as my current account, and I'm going to come down here. Now, do you want to pay with bank transfer? Do you want to pay with Paystack? So whichever one you want to pick. Okay, so I can decide to go for bank transfer. I can decide to go with Paystack. Now, bank transfer is pretty much straightforward. You click on complete order and then it's going to show you an account number that you make payments with. So all you have to do is make payment to the account number, put the invoice number, which is going to be right there. Okay, you see, this is the account number, this is the account name, the bank, and all that. So you just have to put this invoice number in your description. So when you're making the payments, the company knows that this payment is for this particular invoice. Okay, so they generate an invoice number for each payment that is going to be made. I'm going to show you quickly how you can make payments via Paystack. Okay, click on pay now. So in Paystack, you can decide to use whatever method suits you. Now, do you want to put in your card details and pay straight from your card, which is very much easy? And yes, Paystack is a very secure payment gateway, so there's nothing to be afraid of when you are using your card details on Paystack. Okay, but just be sure that it is Paystack you are using your card details on. Then you also have transfer. They can give you an account number to make a transfer to. You also have bank. So this is a more technical way, but you see they have just few banks that you can actually use this method for. Then you also have USD and you have VS, Visa, QRO, and all that. Okay, so I'm going to cancel this right now. And by the time I'm done making payments, let's say in less than 10 minutes, you're going to come back to your account and you're going to see that your order has been confirmed and then your domain name and hosting is ready to be used. Okay, now if you once your order has been confirmed, once your domain name and hosting shows up in your account, you're going to get a notification in your Gmail. Okay, so whatever Gmail you opened your account with, you're going to get a notification in your Gmail that's going to tell you first that your order has been confirmed, your payment has been received, then also your hosting company and your hosting plan details will also be sent to your Gmail. Okay, so your hosting plan details will now carry your hosting plan, your cPanel URL. It's going to carry your cPanel URL, carry your username and your password, and that is what you're going to be logging in with. Okay, So basically, like I said, once you make your purchase, you make your payment, your order is confirmed, less than 10 minutes, you're going to get an email with your hosting plan, your new hosting plan account. Okay, so you're going to be having your cPanel URL, your username and your password with which you can log into your cPanel, and then you can start building your website. Okay, so now that is that for how you can buy your domain name and your hosting from the same company. Now, like I told you, there are several other companies that you can actually buy from, but the process is the same across all of them. Okay, you put in your domain name that you want to get, and then they'll ask you, do you want to add hosting to it? You click yes, and then you purchase your hosting for that particular domain name that is already in your shopping cart. Then you proceed from there. Okay, so now let me show you how you can also do this from Namecheap, a foreign company, right? Now this is my Namecheap website front, right? So all I have to do is come here. I can decide to register a domain name from here, or I can decide to click on domain, then come to domain name search. Now you see, like I told you, even if the companies are different, it's basically the same features, basically the same write-ups that you're going to see across all of them. Now you can see domain name search, you can see domain transfer. In the other side, you saw transfer a domain name, but here you just see simple domain transfer. Okay, now this place shows you a list of extensions that they have. So if you want to know the list of extensions that Namecheap offers, you can just come here and click on this, and they will show you a list of all domain names that they have. Now you see on Namecheap, they tell you .com is just for $5.98. That's like $6 is what they are offering you a .com. If you convert it to Nigerian currency, that should be like about, give or take, let's say 12k or 13k. So you see, they're actually quite cheaper. They are more cheaper than most Nigerian companies will offer. So you can also decide to get your domain name and hosting from Namecheap. Okay, so I'm just going to come here. I'm going to search for a domain name. Okay, so let's say, okay, let me search for the same. I'm going to click on search. So you see, they tell you alita.com is available and it's 5.98 with this coupon code. Okay, so if you are using this coupon code, they are going to reduce the money from this 10.28 to 5.98 for you. Okay, now they tell you new customers get a mighty.com domain for just $6 with promo code. So if you want to get if you're a newcomer, that's the first time you are creating an account with Namecheap, okay, with that particular email, you can just use this new com 598 coupon code to slash down your price. Okay, so I'm going to click on add to cart. I'm going to click on add to cart. Now you see, the same way the other one asked us, do you want to add this, do you want to add that? Now here they are asking you, do you want to add a web hosting, or do you want a hosting account with this your domain name that you're getting? Do you want to get a business email, a customized email to your domain name? Which is not necessary, because once you get your hosting account, you are still going to get your business email. Okay, so you basically do not need to actually get your business email separately. Then you also have social media manager, VPN, WordPress hosting, and all that and all that. Okay, so I'm just going to click on this web hosting right here because this is what I want to add. Perfect. Now I've added this. You can see it's ticked. Now the price here, if you come down to my screen, you can see the price here has increased. So 10.28 plus 4.48 a month. Okay, so for a month you're basically paying $4.50, right? So you can see the items. You have 2 items in your cart, and this is the total amount. So I'm going to click on checkout. Perfect. Now domain registration is usually for a year. You don't have a 1-month domain registration. You don't have a 6-month domain registration. Domain registration is for a year. So for that entire year, alita.com, alita with .com is mine. Okay, once I make the purchase. So now what I'm trying to say is, if I purchase this domain name on, let's say, 26th of August 2024, till from that 26th of August 2024 till 26th of August 2025, alita.com is my domain name. Okay, so for the next 1 year, that domain name is mine. Now another what you can actually purchase for, let's say, monthly or quarterly or semi-annually, is actually your hosting. Okay, so you can decide to get your hosting for a year, you can decide to get your hosting for 2 years, or you can decide to stick to the 1 month hosting. I see Namecheap does not give you 6 months or 2 months or whatever. They just give you 1 month, 2 years, or 1 year, right? You see some other companies will give you 1 month, 6 months, 4 months, and all that. Yes, so I'm going to click on, since everything checks out, my domain name is right here and my hosting is right here, I'm just going to come here and click on confirm order. If I have a promo code or a coupon code, this is where I put in my coupon code. Now they're asking me to log into my account. So now, like I told you, the process is basically the same thing. You create your account, you get your domain name, you get your hosting, you fill it into your cart, and then you make payments for it. And yes, less than 5 to 10 minutes after you make payments, you're going to get an email with your hosting account details. Okay, you're going to get an email with your hosting account details. So basically, that is that for how you can get your domain name and hosting from the same company. So in our next class, I'm going to be showing you how you can get your domain name and hosting from 2 different companies. Okay, so I'm buying my domain name, let's say from Extra Host, and I'm getting my hosting from BaseEngine, right? So I'm getting both of them from 2 different companies. But if I have my domain name from Extra Host and my hosting from BaseEngine, how is it going to be connected? That's what I'm going to be showing you in my next class. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. I hope you have learned something.